What's up, y'all? Mark's working on his tractor. Udell had it running in town for a little while, and Rachel's taking a shower right now. There's the four-wheelers we've been riding. Put some apples on these barrels. Let's go see. And these barrels that they have down here, they actually get guts and entrails from a processor. I was saying they'll slowly start dwindling down, you know, and you could say it's crows or whatever, but these, I mean, they're drums of guts, and they fill them up. Like they said they're usually overflowing. They were here one time and they didn't feed them like they usually do the creatures out here. I'm just going to say that. And this blue one was moved back up to the shop, which is weird. But yeah, apples are still there. This is where we walked the other night. I'll just tell you, we're right on the Oklahoma-Arkansas line. That's where we are. So I'm not going to give out the specific address, or I'm not even going to tell you the nearest town, just out of respect for Mark. This is Mark's place. He and Udell are friends, and this is actually Mark's. This is just his Bigfoot hunting place, because this is a lot of activity around here. Anyway, I know y'all met him the other day. This is Udell. He's a real nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that does some of the conferences and whatnot. Good guy. Yeah, Udell's riding behind me, so I was sure to pull my shorts up further and pull my shirt down so he don't watch a butt crack all day, because just nobody wants to see that. Like I was saying, he does conferences, and those ladies that were in the first video you saw, they had met him in one of the conferences that came out here. And Mark up here, he just owns the property, not this property we've been on, but it's this. He has 50 acres, and it abuts the national forest. So right now we're on national forest land, and that's the reason he bought this land up here, so he could do some Bigfoot hunting, the squatch foot. I don't know, whatever you do when you're hunting Bigfoot, there's got to be a better term for it than Bigfoot or Sasquatch hunting, or has to be a shorter name, maybe foot. I don't know. Look at her. I'll tell you, as much fun as we've had Sasquatching up here, just riding these four-wheelers through this forest has been fun in its own. I really had to stop myself from putting a whole lot of this video up. I'll tell you straight up, riding at night up in here is a whole nother situation, because it just closed in on you. You can't see 2 feet either way on the sides. You feel like something's going to reach out of the woods and grab you. That's why I always stay behind Rachel, though, in case anything happens. I'm always the first to see it and go help her. I try to hang out behind her pretty close. She's done really good on this. She said her hips are hurting her a little bit from sitting on these things, but she's for a little woman, she's tearing this four-wheeler up. Oh, she's pretty right in here. So pretty. It's making a good thumbnail right here, I bet. This guy here did a lot of stuff out here. He seems to be pretty respected in this field, so kind of feel humbled to be out here. Udell's wanting to show us something over here. What we're gonna look at out here, Udell?
I'll show you a little tree break.
Okay. Did it catch you?
With a little bit of science behind it.
Okay. Udell's gonna show us a tree break up here. I'm gonna let him explain. Because when we tell you we don't know anything about any of this, we don't. Yeah. We just know what we've heard and experienced.
Firefighting or game ponds or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing it's firefighting because there's plenty of creeks around here.
Right.
By the Forest Service for years and years and years.
Here, let me get that for you, baby.
That's why I wore long.
No, you're good. What sound was that, honey?
I don't know.
All right. These things want me to be disrobed, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Here, let me get up to you, so you don't see it. You walk right into a spider web, honey.
Yes.
All right, what are we looking at here, Udell?
This is about a year old.
Okay.
You can see this break up here.
Uh-huh.
I found it just a few days after it happened. This is all still had green leaves and everything on it.
Uh-huh.
And a couple weeks later, I brought a friend out here.
Okay.
He was about 6 feet, about 380 pounds.
Uh-huh.
How much you weigh? No offense.
No. I'm right at, I'm about 280, something like that.
280?
Yeah.
Okay. He's 380.
Oh no, he's a big boy.
Big boy. Okay. He's
Yeah.
He's well over 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was a non-believer.
Uh-huh.
So I showed him this.
Right.
And this is, you can see it's a little bit higher. He did this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He did this, 380 pounds, and it took him a minute just bouncing up and down before it finally gave.
Right.
So whatever did this was a little bit higher and had a little bit of strength to it.
Yeah, because there's no reason for that to be broke other than something broke it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely broke. It was light. It was green.
Right.
Found it.
Oh, it was green when you found it.
Green. Leaves still on it. Definitely green. Leaves are still on this one. He broke this one. It was green, but it's half as big, a little bit lower.
Oh yes. I don't know if it shows on camera, but this one's quite a bit smaller than the other one is.
He broke it, but it took a lot of effort. And he just shaded under 400 pounds to break this.
So
break that limb.
And he's and just hanging on it essentially.
Yeah, just bouncing up and down with it.
Right.
Pretty stout, pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Young man.
Yeah.
And whatever did that was obviously bigger and stouter than he was.
Because again, there's no reason for these to be broken.
Not lightning, not anything like that.
Oh no.
It's just been a little twist and a break.
And stuff like that's odd to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I told you, this guy was I call him a skeptic. I don't call him a non-believer.
Right.
But he saw this and the amount of effort it took him to do this.
Whatever did that, did it intentionally.
Yeah.
So what do you think the brakes are for, Udell?
I don't know. It was just
sign or something for them, or
trail markings.
A trail marking.
Just mad at their significant other. I don't know.
That never happens. Like Rachel's never mad at me. Okay. Why does she hold up? You got some? Yeah, some. You went through some kind of. I don't know. Get that up.
Spider web.
It was something.
So
it was black.
That was kinda,
no, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. Yeah, because
something with thumbs. Cause you got to go grab a hold of that. Cause
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Something with opposable thumbs. Yeah, that's crazy.
And most bears in this country, maybe 250, they're not even 300 pounds. I don't think. So,
right.
I mean, he was on that smaller one hanging on to it, and it didn't break. So some people are going to say, well, a bear may have crawled up there. If it did, it had to be a hefty one.
A hefty bear.
Yeah, 363.
Yeah, because is it mainly all black bears around here?
Yeah.
How'd y'all find that?
I always come check for tracks at this little pond.
Gotcha.
Sometimes you see.
Because it's water.
We see mountain lion tracks. Like I said, you've actually seen. It rained last night, so it's a little bit muddy, but it's usually pretty clear. And I've seen tracks where something walked across it. So, pretty neat.
Bipedal.
But yeah, it's like 3-4 feet apart. Just, I mean, what
3 or 4 feet apart is pretty good stride too. I mean, I might have 2 foot, maybe. Comedian Brian Regan said, if you ever want to see something crazy, watch somebody walk into a spider web at 100 feet away. You're like, that person just lost their mind. Hey, buddy.
pine trees are
across the road.
360 degrees. So the odds of all of them falling.
All of them falling right across the road like this.
Side, falling on the other way. I
Yeah,
mean,
because if you look,
it may be nothing.
all over here, it may be nothing, but if you look, there's a few falling in the middle, but the vast majority of them have fallen right across the road.
Yeah, several places like that out here. So
Yeah, that's.
It could be nothing.
Could be. You're right. It could be nothing, but
I mean, like I said, 360. You get a choice of 360 degrees to fall. And they all fall exactly the same.
Yeah.
way.
Also, we think it could be juveniles doing this small.
Juveniles.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't do it. I'm pretty juvenile. Yeah, we stopped here for a minute, just sitting here talking.
I'd like to build me a cabin right here.
Yeah, a cabin would be great right here. But you have that place on your land that'd be
I wouldn't come here.
great for a cabin.
In the nighttime, though, and I have to have you dealt with me.
Right, pansy. But we're sitting here talking about how, I mean, aside from all the squatching and all that, just how peaceful it is up in here. It's just, you can smell fall in the leaves. You can smell it in the air. It's just getting ready. You know, it makes you want
to be outside.
Yeah.
Makes you want a turkey.
A turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey and dressing. It has to be dressing, not dressing and not stuffing.
Gobble, gobble.
Dressing. We're way up in here, like way up in here. I think I just said that. That was the thing so nice I had to say it twice. You having fun, honey?
Yeah.
Good. Ride behind her and watch her butt jiggle. So I can't even gripe about it. Oh, yes.
Huh?
Was that the hard part?
Of what?
The ride?
Yeah, because he said it dead ends like an eighth of a mile down that way. Right. All right, we're gonna head back out. So we've been here this whole time, 4 days.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've heard some weird stuff and all that, but this last night, Udell went home. It was just Rachel, myself, and Mark. Mark. We had a fire out over here and just sitting there listening, looking at the stars and listening. We kept hearing like things being thrown at us, like acorns or whatever. And we tell you where they were thrown, like they weren't just falling out of the trees.
No.
So I got up just right now before we come to bed. I got up and walked down a little ways and stood there for a minute in the dark. And Mark said, "Hey, go down there to where that little road is. It's not really a road. It's just a area."
Yeah.
And I said, "Turn your light off." He turned the light on. I was looking in the darkness, like where we had heard things come flying out of.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I heard maybe 10 or 15 feet from me, right in those where the woods start, they're deep woods. I heard, ooh, ooh. Like, but I can't do it the way the sound was. It's like you know how chimps go, ooh, 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 or gorillas or whatever. That's what it sounded like. But
It scared him.
I don't get scared easy.
Yeah.
But you can ask her. I jetted back over there. I was like, no, I'm good. No, because I heard a real low guttural ooh, ooh. But they couldn't hear it. I had goosebumps for probably 20 minutes after that.
Yeah,
I'm just now getting kind of chilled. That's why I was like, Mark was like, let's stay up a little bit. I'm like, no, you can stay up all you want to, Playboy. I'm done. Told there's been a lot of stuff out here. I've heard a lot of the recordings that Robert Dodson had done out here. We got to experience a lot of things and hear a lot of stories. But
no, there is something out here.
There are multiple somethings out here.
Yeah.
But the primate sound, whatever that, I'll do it one more time, is ooh, ooh. But it wasn't loud. It was more of a.
Just more of a
It was it sounded like a warning, like,
Yeah.
hey, I mean, you're right here by me, and if you don't want to perish, go away. So I took him at his word. I heeded his word, and I left because I don't feel like perishing today. I'm still freaked out by it. I mean, I guess that's a good way to end this whole series because.
I'm leaving out tomorrow.
Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow. Anyway.
So, and, Mark's leaving at like 9 in the morning.
Right.
But, we got to hit the road too.
Yeah,
So
it's time to go. But
yeah.
Anyway, we thank y'all for watching. And I'm going to say, go to sleep. Make sure, see if I don't have monkey dreams or whatever.
He probably will.
Anyway, we'll talk to y'all later.